Russell's viper. Of all the snakebite deaths in the world each year, one snake is responsible for the most, the Russell's viper. This snake is called the chain viper because of the chain-like circular markings on its body. Beautiful to look at, yet utterly terrifying. The venom of Russell's viper is hemotoxic, meaning it directly attacks the blood. After a bite, the blood loses its ability to clot, internal bleeding begins, and the kidneys fail. The victim starts bleeding from the eyes, nose, and body openings. Death can occur within just a few hours. This snake is found most commonly in Bangladesh, India, and Myanmar. Farmers working in rice fields are frequent victims of its bite. Without antivenom, the chances of survival are extremely slim. This single snake is responsible for thousands of deaths every year across South Asia. Stonefish. Lying on the ocean floor is what looks like a rock, but it is not a rock. It is a stonefish. Recognized as the most venomous fish on Earth, this creature's most terrifying weapon is its camouflage. It mimics stones or coral so perfectly that there is no way to spot it with the naked eye. If you accidentally step on it, its sharp spine-like quills pierce the foot and instantly inject neurotoxins into the body. The pain is so unbearable that victims have described it as the most intense agony of their lives. Many people lose consciousness from the sheer intensity of the pain. Muscle paralysis, heart problems, and even death are possible without treatment. It is found in shallow waters of Australia and the Indo-Pacific region. Walking on a beach without watching where you step is all it takes to be in serious danger. Hot water is the most effective treatment, as the heat breaks down the proteins in the venom. Electric eel. Imagine a creature whose body contains a living battery. That is the electric eel. Living in the rivers of the Amazon, this creature can discharge up to 860 volts of electricity at once. By comparison, a household power connection is only 220 volts. 80% of an electric eel's body consists of special electrocyte cells that function like batteries. It can repeatedly release electrical bursts to catch prey or defend itself. This electric shock is enough to render a person unconscious. If someone falls into the water, they can drown. Scientists have recently discovered that a group of eels can coordinate a gang attack on prey, and the combined electrical power becomes devastating. Growing up to 1.5 meters long, this creature is not actually a true eel, but a type of electric fish with no natural predators. Poison dart frog. Just 2 centimeters long, yet it can kill you within minutes. The poison dart frog, particularly the golden poison frog, is the most toxic vertebrate on Earth. The venom contained in a single frog is enough to kill 10 people. The name of this frog's venom is batrachococcin. It directly attacks the nervous system and paralyzes the heart muscle. Mere skin contact can allow the venom to enter the body. There is no antidote. Amazonian indigenous people have used this frog's venom on hunting darts for hundreds of years, hence the name dart frog. Most remarkably, the venom is not produced by the frog itself. It accumulates the toxins by consuming insects in the forest. In captivity, without eating those insects, the frog becomes non-toxic. Sydney funnel web spider. The world's most dangerous spider, the Sydney funnel web spider. Found in and around Sydney, Australia, this spider is so aggressive that when it feels threatened, it bites repeatedly and refuses to let go. Its venom contains a chemical called atratoxin, which strikes the human nervous system like an electric shock. After a bite, sweating, muscle spasms, vomiting, excessive salivation, and rapid breathing difficulties begin. A child can die within just 15 minutes. Oddly, this venom has no effect on monkeys or rabbits. It is only lethal to humans and other primates. Since the antivenom was developed in 1981, no deaths have been recorded, but without treatment, a bite from this spider means certain death. Komodo Dragon. A massive reptile surviving since the age of dinosaurs, the Komodo dragon is the world's largest lizard. Growing up to 3 meters long and weighing 70 kilograms, it can single-handedly take down a buffalo. Its mouth carries 2 terrifying weapons. First, venom glands that prevent blood from clotting, weakening prey through blood loss. Second, hundreds of bacteria in its mouth that cause any wound to rot. Even if prey escapes, the Komodo dragon waits patiently, because within days, the prey will die on its own. It is found on Komodo Island in Indonesia. This creature can run at 20 kilometers per hour and can track dead or injured prey from nearly 10 kilometers away using its sense of smell. Attacks on humans are not uncommon. Deathstalker Scorpion. The name says it all. Deathstalker, meaning death that follows in hiding. Known as the world's most dangerous scorpion, this creature lives in the deserts of North Africa and the Middle East. Its venom contains multiple powerful neurotoxins, including chlorotoxin, cilatoxin, and agitoxin. This venom simultaneously attacks the nervous system, heart, and lungs. It is deadly for children, the elderly, and the physically weak. After a sting, intense pain, convulsions, swelling, and breathing difficulties begin. Interestingly, research is now underway to develop cancer treatments from this scorpion's venom. Chlorotoxin can identify cancer cells. Yet this creature, which hides inside shoes in the desert, still claims countless lives every year. Cassowary. It looks like a bird, but it cannot fly, and it holds the title of the world's most dangerous bird. The cassowary lives in the forests of Australia and New Guinea, and its inner toe bears a dagger-like claw 12 centimeters long. When threatened, this bird kicks with tremendous force and can disembowel a person in a single strike with that claw. It can run at 50 kilometers per hour, leap 1.5 meters high, and swim in water. There is no escaping it. In 1926, in Australia, a teenager was killed in a cassowary attack. Countless people are seriously injured every year. Local Papuans once called this bird the soldier of the jungle. The bony casque on top of its head allows it to charge through dense undergrowth, a perfect killing machine of nature. Pufferfish. In Japan, it is a luxury dish, fugu, but in the hands of an unskilled chef, it could be your last meal. Pufferfish contains tetrodotoxic toxin, which is 1,200 times more toxic than cyanide. The venom in a single fish is enough to kill 30 people. Tetrodotoxic toxin shuts down nerve signals. First, the lips and tongue go numb, then the entire body gradually becomes paralyzed. Yet consciousness remains, meaning the person is aware they are dying, yet can do nothing. Breathing stops, yet the person remains awake. There is no antidote, only artificial ventilation and ICU care while waiting for the toxin to leave the body. In Japan, a special license is required to cook fugu, yet people still die every year. Cone snail. A beautiful shell lying on the ocean floor. Feel like picking it up? Be careful. This is a cone snail, and this single mistake could end your life. This snail uses an invisible harpoon needle to catch fish, which can emerge from any direction on its body. Through this needle enters conotoxin, one of the most complex natural poisons on Earth. It contains hundreds of types of chemical compounds that simultaneously paralyze both the muscles and the nervous system. After a sting, the limbs go numb, vision fails, breathing stops. Death comes silently. The most dangerous species is the Geographus cone snail, also known as the cigarette snail, because it is said once stung, you will be dead before you finish a cigarette. There is no antidote. Efforts are now underway to develop painkillers from this venom. Kissing bug. In the dark of night, an insect approaches your sleeping face and bites near your lips. That is why it is called the kissing bug. But this kiss is deeply deadly. While biting, it defecates, and that feces contains a parasite called Trypanosoma cruzi. When the area is scratched during sleep or upon waking, the parasite enters the body through the wound and causes Chagas disease. Initially, there are no symptoms. Over years, the parasite slowly destroys the cells of the heart and digestive system. 1 to 3 decades later, the heart suddenly fails and death occurs. According to the World Health Organization, approximately 10 million people worldwide are infected with this disease, and about 12,000 people die each year. In Latin America, it is a silent epidemic. It comes in your sleep and kills slowly. That is the most terrifying aspect of the kissing bug. Guinea worm. Imagine a 1-meter-long worm emerging from inside your leg. This is not a horror story. It's real. The guinea worm, or Dracunculus metachinus, lives in the human body for about a year and then burrows out through the skin. Consuming microscopic crustaceans in contaminated water introduces the worm's larvae into the body. It then penetrates the intestinal wall, moves into the abdominal muscles, and grows there. A year later, it typically creates a blister, usually on the leg or abdomen, and begins to emerge. The process takes several weeks, and the pain is unbearable. The treatment method is ancient and grueling. The worm must be slowly wound around a small stick, pulling it out a little more each day. If rushed, the worm breaks and causes infection in the body. There is no medicine or vaccine. Clean water alone is the only prevention.